Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is Business Rendezvous. It's now time for us to go to class. Well, with me here in the studio is Dr. Charles Ogogo, an author, a business coach, a mentor. Doc, good to have you on set.
We see so nice to see you today.
It's been a while.
Yeah, after the youth celebration.
Of course, now.
Of the Islam of Benin Kingdom.
91 years.
And we are still counting.
And we're still celebrating. All right, for today's edition, it's all about mentorship and coaching in business. Before we go into the nitty-gritty of this, I'd like you to just tell our listeners and, of course, viewers the term mentorship or coaching in business really entails.
Okay. Well, a few weeks ago, we dealt with staff retention in organization.
Yes.
Why would a staff want to stay in a company for 40 years, 50 years? One of the trade secrets is what? Coaching and mentorship. A company that's engaged in mentorship, like General Electric, we have what? Staff retention. People want to stay there. Okay, so we're going to look at 4 things about coaching and mentoring.
Yes.
A coach is a skilled professional who uses questioning as a tool to impart knowledge into the coachee or the person he is coaching. He does not answer the question. He asks you, he asks the coachee the question. Should you have an opponent, how will you respond to an opponent? And the coachee will bring out the answer. It's a question and answer series in coaching, unlike that of mentoring. Yes. And another thing we need to know again about coaching again is what? It's a well-structured process. It's formal, unlike mentoring that's informal.
Yeah.
Then the third one is coaching involves specific skills. There's a skill you want to impart into the coachee. There's a skill you want to impart. Then, in the case of mentoring, it is informal relationship. Okay? And coaching is short term. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. But mentoring is a lifetime. Yes. But let's look at mentoring proper now. A mentor is an experienced colleague. A coach is a skilled professional. But a mentor is an experienced colleague who shares his or her knowledge with a protege or mentee. Protege or mentee, the person who is receiving this knowledge is a mentee or a protege. Okay? And a mentor offers suggestions. A mentor is somebody who has an advantage of wealth of experience. He leverages on the experience to support or to guide the young protege, telling him, I made mistakes before because I did this. I made a poor decision. And if you don't want to make my kind of mistake, this is what you need to do. As a mentor. And a mentor provides ongoing guidance, a continuous guidance and support for the career career development of the protege. So a coach is not a mentor. These are 2 separate experiences. Yes.
Wow. So a coach could just be there for a short or long period of time, depends on the contract.
It's a short term. It's a short term experience. Yeah.
Why a mentor remains for quite a long time.
It's a long term experience.
So as a young entrepreneur, who can one really go to really get knowledge in any form or sector when you talk about business? A coach or a mentor or both?
Okay, but before then,
yes,
let me throw more light about the difference between a coach and a mentor. So we look at four areas: the time frame. One One is short term, another is what? Long,
Long
term.
term.
Okay? Then focus. We look at what? Structure. Then the expertise. Okay. When we look at structure, one is formal. Coaching is what? Formal. Why? Method is what? Informal. Okay? Then look at what? Expertise. You know, coaching, a coach may not have a first-hand information, first-hand experience. You know, you can go to football academy and learn what coaching. Why? You may not necessarily be what? A good footballer. So you may not have a first-hand experience, but a mentor has what? A first-hand experience. Right. He's gone through it. He has made his mistakes. He has succeeded. He's not telling young man, this is what you need to do to succeed in life. He's coming from the point of
experience.
Of experience and an advantage. He knows his onions. Okay? Very important. But for any tribe, there's a book I read about life expectancy of companies. We discovered that in this side of the world, in Africa, business, they don't exceed, only very few, they don't exceed 50 years. You know why?
It's half a century.
Yes. You know why? I did a research. Most companies over there in abroad, they have what we call coaching and mentoring program in the system.
Coaching and mentoring program.
You need two of them.
You need two of them as a young entrepreneur.
Yes, you need two of them. Because yesterday, I had a meeting with a very important person in society. You know, strategy meeting. While we were having the meeting, one of his, maybe the PA, walked in to submit some document for him to endorse. Then the boss was telling him, you made a mistake. He was arguing with the boss. Then when I couldn't stand this guy, and I said, young man, you are wrong. What you would have said, observation noted. Thank you, sir. You don't argue with your boss. Noted. 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 You don't argue with your mentor. We see. Let me give you an interesting scenario.
Yes.
In 1992, yes, I was a student at All Nations for Christ Bible Institute. Then the legend was alive. The Archbishop B.A. Dasa was alive. Let me tell you, when the Archbishop walked into the hall, should a student be talking or speaking or preaching, you stop immediately and hand over the mic to him. Because you are there to learn from him. You are not to instruct the Archbishop. Structured. And when he's talking, when the Archbishop is on the stage talking, in the school there, you dare not whisper to your neighbor. You're with your Bible, you are listening, taking instruction. Or you'll be thrown out of the system. And on one particular day, he now said, I want 7 students to ask me a question. Boy, I was the first to answer. We were about 500. I was caught over there. You know when you are with your mentor.
Yes. Now let's zoom it down to business.
Now I'm coming.
Yes.
I came there. I asked him one simple question. Sir, you are an icon who have traveled around the world. Please, may you tell the class your life greatest challenge and how did you overcome it? Everybody was applauding. When you are with your mentor, you are to learn his trade secrets. and the legend, the icon, told us his life greatest challenge and how he overcame it. And we learned that very day. So, young entrepreneurs, for you to succeed, can you imagine you dining with Aliko Dangote and you are engaging in frivolities? It's time for you to learn. So the first thing a young entrepreneur should do when he's with a mentor is to learn. Don't argue.
Don't argue.
You have to learn. So for organizations to thrive for centuries, there must be what, a mentorship and coaching program integrated into the system. May I surprise you? 20 years ago, GE, General Electric, founded by Thomas Edison, came up with a revised proportion. There's a new the program that started, the panel program. What is that program? Which is to interest you. Yeah. This program is an initiative whereby young employees coach senior employees.
Young employees
the
coach
reverse.
senior employees. Okay.
It is the thinking of GE that the new employees have information which is not available
to the older ones.
So the reverse. So coaching and mentoring is the pivot of any thriving organization. And do you know that Bill Gates once submitted that in terms of investment, that Warren Buffett is his mentor. Can you take that?
Warren Buffett was a mentor of Bill Gates in terms of investment.
Meanwhile, Bill Gates, you know, then was richer than what?
Warren Buffett.
You understand it? And because of that synergy, that relationship, Warren Buffett trusted Bill Gates so much that all his you know, support went to what? Bill Gates Foundation. There's that relationship.
So some big trust between a mentor and a mentee.
Very, very important.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
So the future of African entrepreneurship is hanging on how we manage coaching and mentoring. That's why I give a applaud to, you know, Tony Elumelu. Oh, that guy is doing a fantastic job.
Mentoring young minds.
Oh my God! One of the, I'm sure it should be one of the 2-3 biggest things that have happened in our continent. I'm telling you. And Tony Elumelu has a vision to raise young entrepreneurs who can control the economic dynamics of Africa. And we are there. I'm telling you. So, and I just hope that many of our businessmen can learn from this huge example.
So for what you're saying right now, for business to transcend 50 years
yes,
towards 100 years,
yes,
mentorship and coaching must be in place.
Must be integrated. And for young entrepreneurs, you are a young entrepreneur, and you don't have a mentor, you don't have a future.
So if you don't have a mentor, you don't have a future.
You don't have a future.
In any business you're doing.
Of course. You don't have a future. The future of Africa entrepreneur is hanging on how we manage entrepreneurship. I mean, how we manage what?
Mentorship, yes.
And what? Coaching. Very important.
Before I call it to wrap on this one, because our time is up, do you have any books to recommend for young entrepreneurs?
Yes,
to go read?
there's a book I want to recommend.
Yes.
And that is Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yes. You know, it is a personal financial book of all time. That explains how the rich mentor their children. There's a way the rich mentor their children. That's what we call capitalism. The rich get richer.
The poor gets poorer.
Yes.
They break the cycle.
Yes. Mentor their children into wealth, unlike the poor and middle class. The book tells the story of Robert Kiyosaki and his 2 dads. In that book, there were 2 dads. In that book, there are 2 dads in that book. His real dad and his best friend dad, which he called the rich dad. And their cancer was able to shape his thinking, you know, on how he was able to handle money and investment.
Thank you so much, Dr. Charles. Well, you've heard him. You have to go for that by Dr. Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, to know the importance of mentorship and coaching. Next week, we'll go to class for another edition of Business Roundabout. Once more, appreciate you, Doctor. Thank you so much.
Get a mentor today to control your tomorrow.
You heard him. Get a mentor today to control your tomorrow.
Yes.
Go on a break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.